Well, good morning. Welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Lee Wallach. We're here each and every morning at 8 a.m. as we explore life. We look at life from many, many different angles. We ask questions. We don't take anything for granted. We don't accept things of the past as being true today. We're constantly reassessing who we are in this ever-changing world, in our ever-changing lives. Do you realize that we're always changing? So today, how you see something is different than how you would see it yesterday or tomorrow, because you're always changing unless you're making a decision not to. And that's a choice. You can choose to change or you can choose not to change. And so today, what I wanted to talk about was this idea of pleasing others. Because I don't know about you, but people want me to be different than I am. Have you ever felt that? You ever felt that people want you to be different than you are? And they said, this is better for you. This is better for this. This is better for that. Well, the fact of the matter is, when a person is saying that, what they're really saying is, I have this void in my life, and I want you to fill that void. So when you become that, I will feel more complete. But the problem is, the void can't be filled by you. So when someone's asking you to fill a void, it's impossible for you to do that. So if you go down that path, you're in a gigaloop, as I call it, of misery. Why? Because you're not allowing yourself to be you. You're trying to be a pleaser. How many of you out there are people pleasers? You were taught that from the day you came out of your mother's womb. Please me, be a good boy, be a good girl, do this, and then you'll get rewarded. Do that, this will happen. The fact of the matter is, we're supposed to be our unique, authentic selves, accept ourselves as we are in that authenticity, and then we live a fulfilling life. But if we're living up to the expectations of others, it's not a fulfilling life for us. It's actually an empty life. It's actually a life without love. Do you get that? Anytime someone's saying to you, you need to be different in order for me to be fulfilled, they're really saying, I don't love you. And you're saying, whoa, Lee, do you really mean that? Yeah, because love is total acceptance. Now, you can ask a person to be things, but you can't have any attachment to it. They get to choose, just like you want the ability to choose. You want to be the authentic you. And that's one of the things I've learned from Dr. DeMartini. You find out what is it that truly lifts you, that values you. And so for me, it's becoming more aware. Every day becoming more aware. Every day becoming more aware. The next thing is to teach. Teach, teach, teach. That's what I do. I love to teach. The next one after that is to build worldwide community. A worldwide community centered on teaching. And then after that, it's my personal health and well-being. After that, it's to explore human behavior and spirituality. And after that, it's to be financially comfortable. Those are the things that juice me. Those are the things that give me life. So I do those things naturally. They are what spark me. Now, people want to come in and have me do things differently than that. Well, you know what? That's not me. It's probably me at a very, very, very low value. But you know what? Here's what I'm going to tell you. If you or anyone is procrastinating on anything, it's because it's not one of your highest values. It's just that simple. That's one of the things I understand really clearly. Procrastination is the fact that we're not doing something that we love, that we value at the most highest level. It's like, I never, ever say, oh my God, I got to get out there and do this podcast. Oh my God. I never get out there and say, oh my God, I got to meditate today. Oh my God, I got to let this group, oh my God, I teach. I never say those things. It's like I never say, oh my God, I got to go to the gym. No. I love doing those things. So the question I ask is, when I'm procrastinating on something, then I got to say, oh, that's really not who I am. And then I get a choice to not do it or to find a way to pay someone to do it, or to link it. Linking means, how can I do this and know that it supports this up here, which is one of my highest values. That's the key that I have found. And that comes through the study with Dr. John Demartini. The more I explore his teaching about human behavior, it just makes more and more and more sense. But it's not mainstream. It's not mainstream. Mainstream wants to stay stuck in their story. They want to stay stuck in conditional love and that type of thing. So good morning, Maylan. Good morning, Adrian. Good morning, Tanisha. Anyone else out there? Hey, check in. Let me know you're out there. You got questions? You got comments? Put them in there. I'm talking about something pretty big today. How do you feel about that? Have you been taught to be a people pleaser? Bet you have. Are you a people pleaser? Bet you're not all that happy. Now, there's a difference between being a people pleaser and being someone whose one of their top values is acts of service. Real different, because you're doing it because it's a value to be of service. You're not doing it because someone wants you to fill a void. There's the difference. That's a huge difference, and I just share that with you. Things to consider. So as you're going through this holiday time, what are you doing that you don't want to do, but you've got to do because the burden, the monkey's been placed on your back that if you don't do it, you're not going to please someone? It's a great question. People say, Lee, you got to go buy your wife a gift. No, I don't. Do you know why I don't have to buy my wife a gift? Because on what is most important to us, buying gifts doesn't rank. It's dead last. And so what did we do about that? We have an agreement. There's no need to buy each other gifts. Why? If I want something, I buy it myself. If she wants something, she buys it herself. Gifts don't show love to us. Gifts are a product of consumerism. Here's what I know. What I love is personal connection. The more I connect with my partner or more I connect with others, that gives me joy. That gives me the zest for life. But the second you get a gift, like 5-6 seconds later, it's gone. It's nice to have it. It's nice to tell your friends, hey, husband, wife gave me this gift. And they're going, well, okay, big deal. Question is, does your partner unconditionally accept you? Do they give you the freedom to be yourself? Are you really in a state of love, or is your love a facade? How many times have you seen people who you see at a situation where their partner's showering them with gifts, always giving gifts, and your wife may say to you, or your husband may say to you, my God, Jane or Bob, look at what they're doing with their partners. And you go, oh my God. And you think that that's real love. It's not real love. Not at all. Kenzie, thank you for checking in. You're from Oregon. I love that. A new Oregon person. Adrian goes, I agree about the gifts. When the kids are young, they have to have gifts. No, they don't have to have gifts. You're choosing to give the kids gifts because that's what society says that you should do. And the kids expect it because they're looking at society. You can give the gifts. It's not because you have to. You're making a conscious choice to. You could choose the kids that, hey, that's not what life is. That's not what love is. Maybe love is spending time together playing a board game as a family. Maybe love is spending quality time taking that child for a walk. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, there's Quentin. He says, I love starting my day with you. I don't need an alarm clock anymore. Hey, I'm an alarm clock. Tick, 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 tick. Here's Reverend Lee. I know. I'm out there. I'm being myself. This is what I say. People say, well, Lee, you're a minister. You got to be different. And I go, who defines what a minister is? I'm not that type of minister. You see a collar on there? Well, yeah, you do have a collar, but it's not a collar. And Sarah Lynn, she says, from the road in Georgia. So she's driving. Don't start laughing too hard while you're driving, Sarah Lynn. Keep your eye on the road, girl. I love this. Do you understand what's happening right here? We're actually building a community online where we come together and we explore ideas like this. The old idea of community, of gathering in person, that's still relevant, but that's not the way the world is moving. The world is moving to virtual. I don't know if you hear that. I don't know if you get that, but trust me, it is. I can see the change. I feel it in everything I do. So if you're out there and you want to virtually connect more with me and the Agape community, I'm going to have a registration page set up soon, but send me an email. It's there in the thing, rev.lee@agapecsl. I've got groups starting January 6th, Wednesday evenings, East Coast and Central. That's at 6:30. Texas at 7:30. And at 8:30, I've got Pacific and Mountain time. And we meet for an hour and we share, we connect, and we explore. That's all we do. Share, connect, explore. So it's about building community. I've done this now for 3 months, 4 months with my Agape Europe group, and I love it. I got a testimonial the other day saying, this is the greatest thing. I feel so safe, so free to say what I want. I feel so loved. I feel so supported. And we're doing this thousands of miles away from each other. It's possible. And because it's possible, it's probable. And if I accept the probable, I can create it. And that's what I'm trying to create. And if you want to be a part of that, I would love to have you as a part of it. If not, I love you just the same. So here's the thing I want you to go into the day today with. When you're doing things and someone's asking you to do something, ask, is this really mine to do? Does this really zippity-doo-dah me? Or am I doing this to be a people pleaser? Because if I don't, my partner, my children won't love me. Remember, the second you're not authentic, you're not self-loving. And if you don't start with self-love, the love that you give others will be conditional, because the love you're giving yourself is conditional. So until tomorrow, I look forward to seeing you at 8 a.m. Central Time. Have a great day. And no, if no one says it to you any other time, I will. I accept you and I love you just the way you are. Have a great day, everybody.